What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Smack Talk review. I'm back at it. I do my Smackdowns on Monday. I do my Raws on Tuesday. I do my Smackdowns on a Sunday because I work during the week. So Tuesday I'm off, so I can do it. And then I'm off on Friday, but like Saturday and Sunday I kind of work and I get tired. I don't really want to do it, so I'll do it on a Monday. Make it easier because I don't have to work, or I'll work later, so it'll be easier for me to do it. So I'm going to talk about SmackDown, or if you want me to talk about AEW, if you want to talk about NXT, I could do that too because I also do watch that, but I just don't record it and stuff like that. So if you want me to do that, let me know. But for right now, I'm just doing Raw, SmackDown, and I'm going to do my food stuff. I'll do a food thing. I could do it Friday, maybe. I could do it either Wednesday or Friday. So either way, I could do either one. So SmackDown was good. Good stuff. It opened with the Usos versus the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Champion, or for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions. This was based off the legacy of the Usos breaking the reign of the New Day. The New Day had previously broken the reign of Demolition, who had it for 480, 70 something days, maybe 479 days or something like that. Usos broke it. They held it for 783 days. 483 days. I think the Usos, as of today, just officially broke it at 780 or 484. So they are officially, right now, the longest running tag team champions, and they're probably going to continue it for a while. We're going to talk about the World Cup that they have going on for SmackDown for the Intercontinental Championship. Not only the World Cup, who's in it, who's supposed to be in it, but who's not no longer in it. We have SmackDown women's things going on. We got a number one contender for Ronda Rousey. We got some stuff with her and Shayna murdering everybody, which is always good stuff. And some other stuff that went on. So without further ado, we're gonna talk about all that. So let me get down to business. As I said, and there's some other good stuff that was in there too. So Raw opens with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It was New Day versus the Usos. Whole feud was basically Usos was getting ready to break the reign of the New Day. New Day's like, nah, that's our legacy. You can't do that to us. This defines who we are, and we are going to take those titles from you to make sure that doesn't happen. And clearly it didn't work. But this match, New Day and the Usos are probably the two greatest tag teams in WWE history. Ever in history. So if it wouldn't matter if New Day won, if they lost, if Usos had to drop it because maybe both Jay and Jimmy were injured. Didn't matter. Either way, those two will probably be the two greatest tag teams of all time. They are the two who made tag team wrestling in WWE what it is. Made it watchable and made so many people like it so much. Because back then, nobody cared about. Well, I did, but Vince didn't really care about tag team wrestling. He didn't see the interest in it. The only thing he saw interest in, obviously, was your main event: John Cena, Brock Lesnar's, Rock's, Austin's, Randy Orton's, sometimes Sheamus, sometimes mostly Triple H, Undertaker. That's what his main focus was on, and everything else was secondary. The Intercontinental title wasn't really important. The U.S. title wasn't really important. Besides whoever kind of held it. Like when John Cena had it, it was pretty important. Seth Rollins, when he had it, it was important. When he had both titles, it was important. John Cena, like I said, his open challenges. So Now it's different. Now a little bit of everything is important. IC title is important. Gunther, who has the titles, made it super important. They got this World Cup for it. The U.S. title, Seth Rollins has it before Bobby Lashley had it, and those 2 times under Triple H have been fantastic. So yeah, tag team. Obviously, the Usos been tag team champions forever and a day. The Usos. The New Day. Dun, 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 dun. Bring the swag, no nobody can need to brag, but they got Street Profits. I knew the theme, but the name just escapes me. So so they have been doing very very well with that, and then also the women's division, Sonya Deville or not Sonya Deville, Liv Morgan, the new champion, whoever. I just said her name. Ronda Rousey. I'm bugging. Charlotte's, Becky's, Asuka's, Sasha, Bianca, of course, killing it as Raw Women's Champion. So under these new terms, everything is more important now. And Bayley, because she's great. I love her. Even the tag team titles, are a little important. Just going back and forth. Trying to create intrigue. So we like those, and yeah, we like this match. The match was great. When you have a Usos and New Day match, I don't care how many times you've seen it. It's always going to be fantastic. They had that with the story built behind it, and just made for fantastic TV. The Usos was hearing the crowd hear Sammy Uso. I think it was Sammy Uso chants, and you can hear Jay Uso just go like this. They was destroying New Day left and right. Obviously, comeback, false finishes with the double Uso splash. Xavier Woods kicked out a double Usos, super kick. They hit Midnight Hour on Jay. You thought it was going to be over. Jimmy made the save. What I really really like about this match was that, there was no interference. There was no Solo. There was no Sammy. There was no nothing. It was Usos, New Day, doing what they do best, having a fantastic tag team match with nothing tainted, and then just proving why they are the 2 best tag teams ever. So in the end, though, I think they had super kick. They had threw Woods on a barricade, and then they super kicked him out the barricade. So it was just them and Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, he tried to come out as offense, but he was on top. And as he was on top, he tried to do like a splash thing, but they caught him with the mid-air 1D, one and done, 1, 2, 3 over. Usos still undisputed tag team champions. The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, he was in the back with Solo and Paul. They was looking at it, and as they won, Paul Heyman and Solo were like, they were smiling like, yeah, they won, great. And then Roman, he just, yeah, they're my boys. So that was always great stuff. Fantastic things. They did mention that Big E was part of their historic reign, and being this a trio as tag team champion. So that was mentioned in there. Yeah, man. Xavier Woods is great. I love Xavier Woods. I'll just get this out the way. They do a backstage a thing where the Usos come out. I was like, hey, we did it. Home turf still, tag team champions. You know what it is. And he was like, hey, what you think, Us? And he got up. He was like, what I think? And he got so serious, and everybody was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're bloodline, we're strong. Hey, I need you guys with me when I announce, something later. So that was scheduled for later. World Cup first round. There's a bracket. I don't remember what the bracket is. But it was Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, who had a match, which was good stuff. Braun Strowman, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, one other person. I forgot. It's whoever Sammy's facing, and I forgot who he's facing. I don't remember who he's facing. But Santos Escobar versus Nakamura was good stuff. Cole also mentioned that Nakamura is going to be facing Great Muta for his tour on January 1st. I think it was January 1st for the Noah promotion, and so this match was good. Unfortunately, Legato's too much for them. There was a lot of them, and they distracted Nakamura for Escobar to get the win. So Escobar moves on. It's gonna be good stuff. Who's the 8th person? I don't remember who the 8th person is. So it's fine. No harm from no foul. And I guess I'll get this out the way too. Braun Strowman also had a match later against Jinder Mahal. Jinder was saying great Maharaja, he's back, all the stuff. He's gonna win the cup. Braun comes to Braun. He lost. Jinder loses. Jinder did get a lot of offense in there though. He attacked him before the bell, kicking him, beating him up a little bit. I think he hit a knee on him for like a 1.5. Braun Strowman, he does his thing. Braun, he does the tackle and the power slam. Boom, power bomb, hold that. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman wins. So Braun Strowman will also be in it. Next week they're doing Sammy versus, who is Sammy facing next week? It's Sammy versus somebody I don't remember. I don't remember who he's facing next week, but it's Sami Zayn versus somebody who Sammy's probably gonna win. But also they're giving us Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali. Baby, that's gonna be good stuff. So apparently, what happened with this whole thing was, it was supposed to be, I guess it was supposed to be SmackDown, only SmackDown superstars. Rey Mysterio was supposed to be there, but Ray got injured. He has like a boot. He was backstage saying that he wanted to, be in the tour, but he can't. He's injured, but he'll eventually get that shot against him. And I think they tried to get in. Imperium, they were there. It was like, baby boy, you'll never have another chance. You're washed up and all that good stuff. So that's going to be a match that's going to happen again. But I guess they just brought Mustafa Ali in there to be like, hey, we need somebody to fill in. And Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet, money, yes it is. We like those, and it's going to be great. Not Mustafa Ali. Ricochet did a segment with him, or about him backstage, about, hey, he's great, but I'm gonna win. Oh no, I lied. Sorry, just kidding. That was Imperium that did that to Ricochet. They interrupted Ricochet, not Rey Mysterio. I was just joking. But anyways, next up, it was a 6-pack challenge. It was Shotzi versus Sonya Deville, Lacey Evans, Xia Li, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. 6-pack number 1 contenders match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. They did it was fun, good stuff. Can't complain. The women, they did their best. There was a lot of things with Liv and Sonya because they were, they're feuding with each other, so there was a lot of stuff with that. It was really weird because I think Xia Li was supposed to do a thing with Emma, but Emma wasn't in the match, and I guess they just... So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know what they're gonna do with Raquel Rodriguez. Maybe they're gonna wait till Leah gets back. That could only be the only thing I can see what they're gonna do. But anyways, Morgan was just tearing up Sonya Deville. Morgan was like, "Hi, pretty girl," and then started beating her up. That was good stuff. There was a part where I guess Shotzi and Raquel was teaming, doing some stuff together, and Cole did mention that they did tag team together, so they weren't really going at each other. They was kind of helping each other a little bit more. There was this spot where I think I think it happened at the pay per view too. I think it happened at Crown Jewel too, where Rodriguez gets a table, and there was supposed to be a thing where they're supposed to like do a spot where I guess Liv was supposed to do a crossbody on Raquel, and I guess she's supposed to go through the table, but it didn't happen, and it looked like it sucked. It looked like Liv really like hurt herself. Like the table didn't break. They just like hit the back of her, like hit her back, and they were just all like, ugh. They were just all like on the floor for a little bit, for a while. I think those like Raquel and Liv was on the floor for the longest, and then eventually Sonya got back in, and Shotzi got the win on Sonya. So she wins, number one contender. That's good for her though. I'm proud. You know, Shotzi gets her moment at Survivor Series. She's not gonna win, obviously, but you know, hopefully this shows off a little bit more of Shotzi's unpredictability. She's very creative. She likes to do a lot of creative things. So you need somebody really strong sometimes to help her balance out her crazy her creative mind. She did very well with Charlotte. She was able to do that with Charlotte. She was able to do that with Sasha. I think she was able to do it with Bayley. In NXT, she was able to do it. So hopefully Ronda will be another one that can help her explore her creative stuff, get her creative juices in there. Speaking of which, Ronda and Shayna both confronted Shotzi, and then they took her out, put her to sleep. So that'll be interesting. Oh, and then they also said that next week they're gonna get Shotzi versus Shayna Baszler, which will be good. Oh, that was another match that they did in NXT, which was good. So I would assume and hope Shotzi will win, but maybe by disqualification. Maybe she does. Maybe the intent would be like, hey, you don't have to win, but hey, make sure that come Survivor Series next Saturday, she feels it. Well, this Saturday or next Saturday, whenever Survivor Series, I think it's next Saturday, but come Survivor Series, she feels it, and she knows what the business is when she comes in the ring with the actual champ. So that would be good stuff, and hopefully that's what their intent is. Now we get a backstage promo from LA Knight. LA Knight talking about his win. He was like, let me talk to you. I'm the best. I'm the man. You don't need nobody else but me. LA Knight. LA Knight. I bring the best. And in the back of the TV, there's the Bray Wyatt thing going on. So he did it while he was talking the first time, and then the girl kind of looked over and she was like, oh no. You could hear the crowd eventually be like, oh no. And then LA Knight, hey, what you looking at? Folks looking at me, LA Knight. Not supposed to be looking at the stupid TV. That's more important than me, LA Knight. Eli Drake. Oh, what are you doing? I'm the best. And that's all I gotta say about that. And then he states it again. He turns around, he does the thing. He's like, hey, somebody turn this crap off. Nobody needs that. That little dummy. You talk about me. Yeah, dummy. Yeah, LA Knight. And he turns around and Bray Wyatt is just standing right in front of him. It was like, oh, sugar on the iced tea, pretty. It's what I say. Bray does his talking. He was like, hey, man. We've never been formally introduced to each other. My name is Bray Wyatt. I used to do terrible things, and I'm trying to be better, and all that stuff. And he was telling pretty much, hey, relax. What you're talking. And then LA Knight was like, hey, I thought about it. I don't care. You and your puppets, you can stick them where the sun does shine. Whatever makes you feel better don't matter to me. You just stay out of my business. Yeah, LA Knight. And then Bray Wyatt just headbutted him and left. He's hey. He got back up. Hey, where'd he go? Hey, who? How? Yeah, I'll knock you out. So we're getting LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. And I kind of like it. I like it. I digs it. Sucker. That's going to be good stuff, and I'm here for it. Next up, it was supposed to be B-Fab versus Zelina Vega. I was like, okay, B-Fab, she's about to get out here. She's about to have her match. That didn't happen because the Viking Raiders, they came out and they tore them asses up. Except for Zelina. Zelina was out of there. She's like, I'm not about that life. So, Sarah Logan, she comes out, and then The Viking Raiders, they attacked Legado from behind. And then they got in the ring. They attacked Hit Row, tore Hit Row up, and then Zelina was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here," because Sarah Logan had already had B-Fab there, and she took her out, and then she had looked at Zelina, was like, "Nah, I'm alright." And then they went back. She brought her in the ring. She picked her up. Boop! Headbutt. B-Fab. She sold it very well. She sold that headbutt very, very well. So I'm kind of excited to see B-Fab's her first match against whoever is going to be, probably Sarah Logan, which is going to suck for her because she's going to lose. But I always like Zelina Vega. She's very good at wrestling. B-Fab. I haven't seen her wrestle. I think she wrestled on a live show, and I guess everybody was really impressed. So I can't wait for her to get her first one-on-one match. Maybe they might do it at the pay-per-view. Maybe they might do a triple threat at Survivor Series or something. I don't know. But anywho, yeah, that was good stuff. We like those. Viking Raiders look great. They murdered everybody. They murdered Legado. They murdered Hit Row. No favoritism for nobody, and that's good stuff. I think final closing segments. They said Sami Zayn was facing. Who was Sami Zayn? Who now is bugging me that I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean that. Maybe if I go to the Twitter for WWE, I could probably find, cause it's bugging me. WWE. The Twitter tonight. Oh, tonight is gonna be for Raw. It's gonna be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the U.S. Championship. Woo! Oh, maybe it's not for the U.S. Championship, but still, that match is gonna be woo! Woof! That match is gonna be good stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Nothing. Got nothing. Oh, is it Butch? Oh, I feel like it's Butch. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it's Butch. I feel like it's gonna be Sami Zayn versus Butch, which is yes, Pete Dunne, Butch Dunne versus Sami Zayn. Woo! Which leads me to the main event, which was the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Roman Reigns. They come out draped in all the gold. Roman says, "Hey, we the best. Can't nobody beat us." He said that I beat Logan Paul. He was pretty good, but he acknowledges me. I beat whatever. Drew McIntyre, Clash of the Castle. There's nobody left. I'm the GOAT. All that other good stuff. And then the Brawling Brutes come out, Ridge and Butch. He was like, "Hey, not fair. You always got the upper hand. We got some backup." Sheamus comes out. He's protecting the rib bones. He's like, "Hey, yeah, try to lay me out, fella, but I'm here to whoop that butt." So they went out there. They got the upper hand, Bloodline, because there's 4 of them, obviously. And then Drew McIntyre comes out because, respect for Sheamus, because they're obviously technically best friends. He was at his wedding, but also they got a bone to pick with them because of what Solo did at the pay-per-view. So that makes sense. So that's going to be your main event for War Games. It's going to be the Bloodline. It's going to be the Usos, Solo, Sami Zayn, and Solo Sikoa versus Drew McIntyre, the Brutes, and the rumor was supposed to be Kevin Owens, but apparently Kevin Owens got injured at against Theory at a house show, so we'll see what happens. I think they got a week, so maybe he'll be fine. Who knows? But that will be pretty much the thing leading into Survivor Series. Now, this Survivor Series is going to see what they're going to do next. Are they going to have Sami cost the Bloodline on accident, maybe on purpose? Is he going to help them win? Is it gonna be a thing with him and Kevin? Be like, hey, stop this stupidness. They don't really care about you. That's gonna be the interesting stuff. Then I assume they're gonna do some Usos versus Brutes. Probably gonna do Roman versus Sheamus. So we'll see what happens with that. But it was good stuff. We'll see what they do. I'm excited for it. Excited for next week. Yeah, I want Sheamus versus Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. Forget it. There was a thing where Sheamus cashed in on Roman back in the day after he beat Ambrose Moxley, Ambrose Moxley, Dean at Survivor Series. Oh, Survivor Series. Look at that. So that's good stuff. Roman Reigns was talking, says not easy being my cousin. Sheamus on the mic said a couple of things. Sheamus's mic was not working, which was hilarious. Every time he kept talking, the mic would cut out and everything. And and then Roman got on the mic. He was like, look, how you gonna defeat me? You can't even get your mic to work, which was hilarious. McIntyre got a big pop, so this is gonna be good stuff. I can't wait for Survivor Series. It would be interesting to see if KO did get injured, like who they would use to replace him. If there was ever a fifth member, I wouldn't know what the fifth member, who it would be. It'd be kind of interesting to see what they would do. Would they throw in Seth Rollins because of that history, because of Survivor Series? Would they do that for that? Because Seth Rollins, obviously Roman, Shield, debut, all that other good stuff, 10-year anniversary for both of them. So that would be interesting to see maybe if they use him. That would get him in the U.S. title picture, but then maybe they might do Bobby Lashley. It'll be interesting to see what they would do if it's not Kevin Owens, but it should most likely 125% be Kevin Owens. That was SmackDown. SmackDown was pretty good. Not bad. Great tag match. Good stuff. Stuff between Bray and LA Knight is going to be interesting. Glad for Shotzi. Hope that she can prove why she's on the main roster. Because I think she's fantastic. Yeah, that was the show. That was SmackDown. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy SmackDown? A, B, C, D, E, F. Good or bad? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.